Okay, we're going to go through Mr. Guitar now. The song's in the key of A, normal guitar tuning. Let's do the introduction. The introduction's in F, and it goes like this. Now I'm using my thumb over the top there. You may want to go... okay, so you can do that. It's just as long as you get that, which is the open B and the open A with the fretted third string there. So it's virtually an F major seventh, but with a flattened 5 as well. Okay, so now the little rundown, the little run up, I should say, is E seventh. It's just the same position like that. So it's like, right? That's pretty easy. Okay, now so that's an A. This is how I play A in this song. If you look at that, my fourth string, second finger's on the fourth string. My first finger, index finger's on the third, and my third finger is on the second string. So you get this. So I can do that. And I hold that first finger on that third string and let that ring through. So I get ba, 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 ba. Then I change to that position, which is a D chord with the F sharp on the bass there. So you get again. Now D. I'm using the thumb on the F sharp on the bass on the D. Now, and that's like a C sharp flat 9 kind of thing there. But I'm using the A flat bass there. You see that? Now that sets me up for the F sharp minor to the C sharp minor. Now D, and I'm using that position. Might be difficult for some people. You might have to go, if you can't get to that. Say if you've got really little hands or something, there are other ways of doing that, as long as you got the D bass. So let me play up to that point for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I wanted just to point out that the melody is anticipated. You might have heard that on that time round. Da, 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 da. In order for you to get that, you're going to have to get to the position nicely set up. So I'll show you again. So da, 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 da. Here we go. Da, da, da. You see that? Da, 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 da. And now, this leads us to B seventh. Now, there's a little moving bass part there. I go. That's it. So I'll just go through that part again. B. So I'm moving the bass down from the F sharp to the F to the open E. I'll do it again for you. So that. So that's a D, da, do, da. D, E, D, E. I'm just going with my thumb there. You see that? The end of this verse, everything's the same except for the end of it. So, here we go. It's B, E. So I'm going. So the harmonies are there, and then there. So it moves from the harmony move. Okay? So I'll do that again. And I'm picking those with these two fingers. Dun, dun. Okay? Now we're up to the first bridge. Well, and I do a little... So, right, and it leads me to this F chord. Now I'm using my thumb over the top because I want to get... on the high strings. So in order for me to get that really smoothly, I can't go... It doesn't feel right and it doesn't look right, and it's not smooth. So the reason I use the thumb is for all those good right reasons, to get the clarity and the continuity of the melody and sounding good. So here we go. Okay, that's how you do that run. And I'm pulling down with my index finger to get it. So. Okay, now we're up to... That's a nice little run there, so... So it's the same notes. You go. Isn't that a pretty sound? And same thing again. Now we go to the B flat. B flat. And I'm using the thumb across, and I'm covering two strings like the wonderful Merle Travis used to do, like that. Now, the next part is really crucial that you do it this way to get the sound right. I'll show you. You see what I did then? I did an upstroke with the thumb pick. So, yeah. This is not easy, this part, and this is the part that I've noticed when I hear other people play this song. This is the part they very rarely ever get right. You've got to get it right because I'm teaching you, okay? So, right, that's a D minor shape, but in that context it's supposed to be a B flat. Now we switch to the E bass. So I'll do that again. So, hear all those notes ringing into one another? So I'll do that again for you. So I'm going to play the whole bridge for you now, nice and slowly. Now I switch to that. Got that? Now we do A flat. You can do it either way. I do it that way because that's what I'm used to doing. But you can do it that way if you want. You can cover those two strings. Now, so da, 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 last part. Here we go. Now in the second bridge, I change it around just a little bit. You can either, especially if you're playing it with someone else, you can either take a solo over the chord changes, which is what Chet did on our recording. He took a beautiful solo over those changes. Or you can do what I did in the way I played it before, and that is you can just kind of vary it a little bit. So what I usually do is I'll go da da do da do da da boo ba dee da do. Change that melody a little bit. Da da do da do da da do da dee da do. And I go. Which is kind of like a Jerry Reed influenced idea, I would say. And instead of going or if you want to play the second bridge the same, that's up to you. I just think that when you perform the song, the listener needs to hear variations, and it needs to have a bit of personality to it, where you're not just playing the same thing exactly on the second time round. It's cool to vary it and just give the ear a little ear candy, you know. So let me just take it from that second bridge for you. I go. Da, 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 da. Now I go. That's just. I'm virtually going, but I'm going. Now I go, right? Right. Yeah. And into the last verse. Then I do a repeat. And the last time when I do this repeat, I kind of, because it's coming to the end and I want to make that final statement, I tend to dig my thumb in just a little more on that last time. Now the same as the introduction. That F chord. Right? Now on the original recording with Chet, we did a little turnaround there. We went. That kind of thing, where we just improvised and traded licks and stuff like that. So you can do that if you're playing with someone else. But when I play it solo, I actually put an ending on it there. And I'll just teach you the ending that I played before, which is a kind of a little Chet-inspired lick anyway. So, dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Dun, dun. I go. I'll just go slowly for you. You ready? The hardest part of this lick is what's going on with the little finger, this finger, getting the clarity in there using the power of this little finger. This is, when you get to this lick, you're going to find out how strong your pinky and how much control you've got with it very quickly. And a lot of people, that's their weakest point. And that's the part to work on. Work on your weakness. Don't work on your strengths. Work on your weaknesses and build them up until they are strengths, and which is what I've done with my pinky and all these muscles here. I've worked on doing stuff where I rely on my little finger because it's just as important as the other ones. You know, God doesn't make mistakes. He didn't make one that was useless. Believe me, this one's very useful. So, there. See that? So in tempo, it should all just sound like it should just sound like a ripple. It's just rippling, you know. So see that? And I just usually slide that up to. Up to that A chord and just let the B string and E string ring. So I'll just go through the ending for you one more time. Okay, so that's Mr. Guitar, and I hope you enjoy learning it, and I look forward to hearing you play it sometime. So thanks a lot for listening.